Might have started a little early. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's on, I think. Oh, well, we're live, so let's not talk about it right now. Okay? Tell me later, okay? All right. Are you guys ready? Maybe? Let's let's start with knocking. Oh, I forgot to fix that table for you. Let me. It's not banging on. What's going on? I'm distracted. That's what's going on. Squirrel. Okay. We got maybe, I think I saw. I could probably go there. Okay. How are y'all doing? Arriving? All right. So let's start. We're knocking on the door of life. So our feet are about hips distance apart. And our toes are facing forward if you can. Our knees are slightly bent. And we're kind of like twisting around a pole. So we're not like leaning this with this exercise. Imagine a pole coming up your center, up through your spine. Get your head, top of the head lifted by a string, chin tucked back and in. And see if you can twist around that pole. There's always little nuances to Qigong and Tai Chi. Sometimes we'll be doing something and we can try to get our alignment a little bit better every time. It's a deep practice. Sometimes it seems it can be start off where you're at and then you can deepen it as you go. It's a fun thing. Then let's come up to the chest, knocking on the lung points. 100 push-ups, Jay, for being late. Y'all, he's doing it now. One would be good. One would be good, right? And then we'll come up to the traps. Breathing in through the nose and letting out through the mouth. Nice sigh, releasing tension, waking up our bodies, waking up our energy systems, down to the chest. And the waist again. And then water waves, just letting your hands glide through the air. Right, and then slow it down. Right in the middle. Let's do spinal cord breathing. Inhale and exhale. In and exhale. Let's do the full breath. Inhale. Exhale all the way out. Let's open up to the left. Back to the middle. Open to the right. Back to the middle. In. Out. Last one. All right. Let's do I guess I'm gonna call it the safe. What's that? I forgot the real name. but looks like you're an umpire and you're calling safe. Double bounce in the knee. Inhale up. This one, we're releasing tension. We're letting go. Anything we don't need. Warming our bodies up. We'll slow it down. Slow it down. Shake it out a little. Ah, all right. Let's see what wants to happen next. Let's do dragon stretches its tail. So we bring our hands close together, looking at the palms. Exhale, look away and straighten that back arm. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more inhale, then hold the stretch on the exhale. Maybe just notice, maybe you can roll your shoulder blades onto your back, pull your shoulder blades together, feel the stretch get stronger. Tilt your hands back. If you need, you can go lower with your hands, maybe if it's too much on your shoulder. And then let it go down the middle. Maybe shake it out a second, actually, and notice. Maybe notice the one you just stretched out has a bit more buzz and tingle than the one you haven't yet. And we'll come over to the other side. Inhale, look at your palms. Exhale, look away and stretch out that back arm. Inhale, exhale. We're releasing tension along our meridian lines so that our energy can flow better in our bodies. And when energy is flowing, we're healthier, happier, more energized. Our tension can be like resistors on electric stuff. I don't know if you guys know, but sometimes they put resistors in electronics to block the energy flow to be the right amount. And our tension kind of does that in our body, although it's usually not for the right amount. So let's hold the stretch. Breathe. Sighing helps release that tension. And then we'll let our hands down. Shake it out. Maybe just stand still for a second. And again, maybe you can notice that arms buzzing and tingling, maybe in your fingertips. Feel a little buzzing and tingling as the energy starts traveling through your body. Let's do move the body like a river. So we're gonna go in a wider stance. As wide as you feel comfortable. And we're gonna shift the weight, which is a really good skill to have in Tai Chi and Qigong, is you come over to one side, push in your heel, and let the momentum carry you over to the other side. And then, and instead of, then as you're pushing and you're shifting weight, let your torso follow. And your torso's just along for the ride. And the momentum, when you get to the other side, just kind of flops over the other side. See if you can lead with your dantian, lead from your belly. All movement starts from there. And let's come to the middle and just do a forward fold. Rock your hips back and forth. And then bend your knees and interlock your fingers and gently roll up. Inhale, and then take your arms above. Do a little back bend if that feels good, and then arms out to the side. Let's do a little lunge and flow. So you got your left foot is back, and then your right foot is facing that wall, and your heels lined up with your arch. And then, and you can keep it pretty narrow if you want it to be less intense, or you want to go a little, maybe go a little wider if you want to work on strength a little bit. And we'll just let our arms like float out. Warrior two. No falling over. That's not part of this move. Okay, so then hold on. And then inhale, you straighten that front leg. Come to the middle. Exhale, you bend the knee and roll out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And then remember on the exhale, pretend your arms are like beach towels and you like, you're flinging it out onto the sand. See if you can let your arms unfurl on the exhale. And inhale, come in and enjoy that transition. That's part of the move too. So try to get into the whole move. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, in. Exhale, in. Exhale. And then we're going to put your forearm on your bent knee if you can, or you can put your hand and reach and inhale. And then reach for God's help here. Let him pull you up. Oh, okay. Then lean back and bring your arm up. Let God help you. Inhale. Take your arm above. Let it pull you up. Straight arms. Reach back. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, and then we'll come to the middle and we'll straighten our toes. Let your arms down, huh? And let's breathe some. Inhale. Exhale. catching our breath. Now we'll go this way. And so rotate that toe to face the wall. You can put your hand on your thigh, get your right balance, or a wall or something. And we start in warrior two. Oh, I almost fell, see? Okay. And then inhale, we bring our hands together at our chest. Exhale, remember, let your arms unfurl out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, push into that front heel to straighten up your leg. Strength and balance in this move. Let's do one more. And then we're going to put the forearm on the thigh if you can, or the hand. Inhale. Rotate your torso towards the ceiling. Exhale. Enjoy that transition. Inhale, reach back. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. In. Exhale. Let's do one more. Inhale, reaching forward. Exhale, just stop in the middle. Rotate that toe to face the front. And a little heart to the sky. Inhale. Exhale. Can be so grateful we're done. All right. Shake that out a little bit. How about we do some more balance, right? Need lots of that. Yeah. Let's just we'll do rooster stands on one leg. So you can do it this way. So where all the weight is in your left leg, your left foot is on its toe, and whichever knee is kind of bent, that's the arm that's like in front of you. And then the other hand is like the palm facing the earth can help with the stability. And then when you step out with your right foot, step out with your toe first and then roll into your full foot. So we're not just plopping, we're rolling from the ball to the heel. And then we're shifting the weight. Now the weight transfers into your right leg and you're on your left toes and you just bring it in. And the same arm as the bent knee is up. Okay. So again, when we're going to the left, we start, kind of with the foot and the arm, and then transfer the weight. And now you're up on your toe, comes to standing. Transfer the weight, do it slowly. Inhale. Slowly. Feel your foot. Inhale. Reach out slowly. Feel it roll into the heel. Feel the other foot roll off onto the ball. And now you're on the toe. Okay. And some of you can keep doing this if this is a challenge, or take your foot, your heel up. Inhale. Put it out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Last one. All right. Good job. All right. We'll be ready with our army soon, right? Okay. Let's shake it out. In through the nose, out with a ha. In through the nose. In. All right. Let's check out our body again. Let's go inside and see how we feel. Feet are flat, knees slightly bent, hips relaxed, lower back relaxed, shoulders over hips, top of the head suspended, chin tucked back and in, arms like they're hanging on a hanger. Okay. In through the nose, out through the nose, and just go inside with your attention. And feel how your body moves with your breath. Let's bring our hands in front of our, like a hoop, like a circle, front of our bodies. And then just bend the elbows and bring them in front of your chest. This is upper embrace the tree. Let your elbows relax. And imagine like you've got a bar stool in front of you and your hands are resting there. And then we're just going to take the left hand down. And you want to make sure your feet, you got a little bit of distance because we're going to shift the weight again. So actually, let's just shift the weight. Put your arms down for a second. And let's practice the bottom half. So like making a figure 8 with your hips. So we come to the left hip comes back, come to the right, kind of shifting the weight back and forth. Okay. Now let's try it with the hands a little bit too. So you got that going on. And now, so we'll take the left hand down and we're going to shift the weight to the right. And we're coming over, we're twisting our torso. And when it twists up, when we're all the way on that side, we just switch hands. Now we're going to shift the weight to the left. Follow that top hand. And it's like you're dancing. You're not moving your arms across, your hands like kind of staying here, and you're moving your torso. When you get all the way to the left, switch hands. Shift the weight to the right, and your torso rotates. Then change hands, shift to the left. Your legs shift, and then your torso kind of follows and twists. Maybe you can drop a little bit of concentration on your hips. We kind of started the movement, but now just don't think about it too hard. Shift the weight back and forth. And feeling the momentum. This is called cloudy hands. The top hand is like the cloud, and the bottom hand's the shadow of the cloud on the ground, trailing behind. This moves for your heart. Top hand is facing your top palm faces your heart. The bottom hand's kind of cooling that heart energy. So we have the heart, which have a lot of joy and excitement, and the bottom hand's kind of keeping us grounded. keeping us connected. And then remember too, it's like when we were knocking on the door of life, it's sort of like we do have that tent pole. So we don't do a lot of leaning. We don't do this. We are kind of imagining that tent pole. We're staying upright and we're twisting like a Barbie doll waist. You know how they had that waist and your legs go one way? That was my favorite thing to do to them. Twist at the waist while imagining that string holding up your crown of your head. And then once you think about that for a little while, drop it and just enjoy the movement. Kind of notice that figure eight with your hands, maybe. So we're switching. And then we'll slow it down, coming to the middle. Maybe you want to try a little just in front of you. And then gathering the chi ball. So again, nice feet are flat, knees are bent, arms in a circle in front of you. Squishing the chi ball, squishing your energy. Squish and then pull apart. Let's bring down the heavens. Inhale. Face the palms towards your body. Exhale, just clearing out, bringing down positive ideas, guidance. And while your hands scanning your body, clearing out anything you don't need. Last one. Interlock our thumbs together and put your hands over your belly button and allowing your body to rock and sway, bamboo in the wind. All of us here in Pueblo should be good at seeing this one, right? Breeze whipped around by the wind, right? Let your body rock and sway. None of the trees are saying, I make the wind, I better move to get the wind going, right? They just, they're just there and the wind's moving them around. And come to the middle. Take a deep breath. And thank you so much. All right. Oh.